Oh my goodness. Is it gonna show up? Yeah. Yeah, we got Monkey Island. Hi everyone. It's earlier than usual. And also, if you think in terms of only doing it on a Tuesday or a Thursday, could be later. I'm just monkeying around. Welcome. Welcome in. We got Aubrey. Justy, is that the preferred designation? I want to make sure I'm getting names right. Heck yeah. Welcome in. We're going to play some Return to Monkey Island. And I think that's wonderful, personally. I have not played this one yet. I have played the other Monkey's Island. I have not finished all of them. I don't think I finished the second one. But the others, I have. No, I think I did. Because I think I remember the ending. I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to view the scrapbook if we are new to Monkey Island or need a refresher.
Hey, want to see my Mighty Pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate.
Uh-huh.
That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood.
Okay, we're not getting new information there.
In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters. The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck.
Ah, dang.
I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified.
That's fine.
Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath.
Catacombs for a monkey?
LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear.
That's the one swab you are supposed to put into an ear canal. That's the only one.
I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrod. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought.
Those are monkeys.
It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay? I defeated LeChuck, and he basically exploded. It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times.
Wonderful?
The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. I met the mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up.
We're learning so much.
The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture.
Who technically did that transformation, Guybrush? Interesting.
It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine. I got eaten by a snake. I got buried alive. Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker.
So the cursed diamond ring was LeChuck's, but Guybrush was the one who gave it to her in a romantic gesture, not knowing it possessed a terrible curse.
This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering. It's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. This is the daisy we stomped on together. Wedding traditions are weird. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do.
That tracks.
Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride. Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed. Morgan Le Fay betrayed me, even after we bonded inside a giant manatee. I should have trusted her less. I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. Elaine wasn't fooled by LeChuck's human form any more than I was. I should have trusted her more. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does. Love did win out in the end. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course.
What could go wrong?
Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Gotta go get more paper for the rest of the adventures we're about to embark on. We're gonna try hard mode. We've played adventure game. We're gonna try hard mode. More puzzles, harder puzzles. The full monkey for the pro adventure gamer who wants it all.
Take this, LeChuck!
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
Oh, it's Clint McElroy. No, it's...
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on, I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow. Sounds real. Sounds real. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boom!
Ha! He's dead to the world. I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
That's what I'm always saying.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor. They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else. That's where the outhouse key was. What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
How much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8. That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
I bet I don't have money and this is gonna end.
Can we get a
With me
couple of
not
scurvy
getting it.
dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't see that well. For all I know, you could be some really short 30-year-old guy trying to take advantage of my disability. In which case, shame on you. You should know better. And if you really are kids, then I have to tell you, I don't like kids. Don't like talking to them. Don't like listening to them. Don't like to smell them. You come in here, make fun of me, sneeze on the food, spill stuff on the floor, and leave without buying anything. I'd rather have rats.
I've got good news for you then.
I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Can we get a mug of grog, please?
Grog's for grown-ups, beat it.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Exhibit removed. Aww. It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Good, you unlocked it.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Delicious.
Did you know you
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do. I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that. Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay. Ugh. Gross. Gross.
I think we're about to do some some crime. All part of being pirate.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of eight. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Delicious.
Yum! What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Raven.
Raven just subscribed. I return to the stream, not the island.
Welcome and thank you for the sub.
Wakey, wakey, Mr.
So far,
Pirate.
we've bought a scurvy dog with a fake
Oh,
currency.
boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
And now we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do next. We're gonna go this way now.
That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Mess around and explore. Check out the anchor. Beat Chucky in a race. Feed the duck. Add some sauce to my scurvy dog. Practice sword fighting. Find a 4-leaf clover. Make a wish at the wishing well. Find our real parents.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the
I'm
sharper
fascinated.
V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the
I
letter
am
V
playing the
was
writer's
bad
cut,
luck.
yes.
You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
All right, we got a dialogue log. We did check out the anchor. All right.
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! Chucky wins!
I'm gonna have to cheat a little bit. I'm gonna have to pirate and do a little cheating.
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah.
Chucky wins!
I wonder if that's Meat Hook's place.
Yeah!
Darn.
Probably not. I don't think this is that island, but what happens if I just absolutely cheat?
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3.
Hey, cheater!
You
I
have
get
to
called
win
out.
until I say go.
Okay.
Excuse me,
Yes?
could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days. You have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah.
Gotta run.
How rude.
Something
to
we've
feed
got
the
to do
duck.
there.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
I'm gonna, if I have that as my last thing, I would like a hint, but
You're
at
not
the
gonna
moment,
touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
oh, I bet I know what I need to do.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
I figured it out.
I can stand on my head without using my hands. Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level!
I win.
I win!
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Need to feed the duck, find a 4-leaf clover, make a wish at the wishing well.
Let's look for a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
I found one!
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
I should find a coin to throw in. I should throw my coin in and make a wish.
A cool plant. A pool plant.
I wish for a cool plant.
A plant? What a waste of a wish.
Ooh!
I take it back. That was the best.
I knew it.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days. You have no regard for personal property.
Gotta run.
How rude.
Don't actually feed bread to duck.
I want to save 2 scurvy dogs at the
I'm
same
pretty
time.
sure that is bad for bird.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh boy, that takes me back.
Peas
I like
for
it
ducks.
when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, Like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Deep in the Caribbean. The island of Melee. A framing device. Thank you, Peter McConnell. And the rest of the team. But Peter McConnell, ugh. So good. Dinky Game Engine. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Return to Monkey Island. And next we're going to play a bit of a longer game. It's called Super Hexagon. And no, oh, this is the opening credits. I see. We're going to friendlies.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Of course. We lookouts have a lot of discretionary thinking time. I use mine to revisit my memories of every Anne, Jack, and Guybrush who spent 5 seconds with me a decade ago on their way to someplace else.
Wow.
Relax, I'm just winding your anchor chain. Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together
Love to
find
swash
the
a
secret
buckle.
of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him. LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch.
Oh, yeah.
Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
That is a nice fire effect.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Hi there, little guy. Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
Hi there, little guy.
Hi. Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
Well, I was just about to head down there. My business right now is down those stairs with 3 pirate leaders and the fat wad of... Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness.
Good for Carla.
Some things never change. The Scum Bar will be here as long as there are pirates. Damn pirate wannabes. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Yoink.
I really need to talk with the pirate leaders first.
Well, looks like that's the kitchen. Ding.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
Well, if I'm just a humble pirate, why are they going to invest in me?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better. Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the
Elaine
shipyard.
is a delight.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you?
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
Yeah, I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that. I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
The second one feels more like I'm trying to get rid of her. Like, you need to go somewhere else.
I have to get going.
Oh, so do I. Lots to do. Bye.
Bye. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. It doesn't look finished. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. The International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only
beans.
you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself.
Ouroboros.
Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use
Incredible.
it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon.
At this hour?
It is a midnight luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
They're having a half-off sale. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. Well, if it isn't Frank, Fred, and Finn, how are ya?
What you be talking about, boy?
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. In a good way, I promise.
Aren't you that Guybrush Threepwood, what wants to be a pirate?
And you're the pirate leaders. I was looking for you.
Aye, well, we're not the pirate leaders no more.
Former pirate leaders is what we are.
Yeah, I already met the chilling trio who took your place. And your table.
Escaped with your life, I see.
Against all odds.
What did you mean, wants to be a pirate? I've been a pirate for a long time now.
You may call yourself that, but remember the 3 trials.
I remember them. I was proud to complete them. I still talk about it sometimes. Ad nauseum, Elaine says. It's Latin for something.
Be that as it may, I don't recall us being presented with evidence as to the completion of all 3. That were part of your instructions at the time.
Oh no, really?
'Tis true enough.
Listen, can this wait a little longer? I've got a lot on my to-do list right now.
It matters not. We've all of us moved on.
How would you like to back my venture to find the secret of Monkey Island?
The secret?
What a prize!
That's what I tried to tell those clowns in the bar.
They say the pirate that holds the secret can never be sunk, that the wind always fills his sails.
So you're in?
Alas, no.
Those days are behind us.
We've sold our ship and sunk all of the cash into our next venture.
Oh, nuts.
Wait. Didn't I hear that the ghost pirate LeChuck be going to Monkey Island?
Don't say it. I'm afraid I'm gonna somehow wind up going with him.
That'd be unbelievable at this point.
Do you know where I can get my hands on a ship?
Nay.
Stands were the only place for ships.
They've shut it down and thrown the man into jail.
Not Stan.
No ships. I wonder if I really should be trying to get on LeChuck's ship. Tell me about your next venture. What is it?
'Tis a fish shop on the high street where the general store used to be.
A place for buying of fish and telling tales about the catching of fish.
We'll be open on the morrow. Be sure to stop by.
We'll give you the friend's price on the unpopular fish.
You said you don't have a ship? Where do you get your fish?
From reputable sources.
We'll give you an additional discount if you don't talk about that where people can hear you.
How is it that you're not the pirate leaders anymore?
Time and democracy, boy.
A lot of our supporters be dead drunk, or retired.
Our eyes be sharp and our judgments keen. But once you be labeled old school, that's all that gets seen.
The traditions of the 3 trials have become a joking matter in some quarters.
Dark times.
Aye, they even water the grog and mix it with fruit these days. Won't even strip the varnish off a deck.
Why'd you pick this corner instead of one closer to your fish shop?
The woman as lives above the shop location is doing a bit of haranguing today. We'll stay clear of her. Thanks very much.
I'll see you around.
Seems likely.
I want to check the graffiti.
This place has kind of gone downhill. Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Oh yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys. No one ever works together. All want their own prize.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. It seems to be stuck closed.
I'm gonna say it's L plus C for LeChuck plus Elaine. Yeah! Oh, we do need to hydrate. Mutter.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
That's
Otis.
me.
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time.
Mm.
You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
The soundtrack is exceptional.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore, but maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
Swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read. It says, jail rules. 1. No escaping. It says, jail rules. Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
Stan's jacket. So good.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart.
That's
Anything
worse.
I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melee Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
It sounds like you should have been arrested several decades ago. I mean, why now, all of a sudden?
One word, jurisdiction. I was expanding my core business, you see, trying to provide ship owners with a variety of ship maintenance necessities. Sponges, barnacle scrapers, repair manuals, rudder tape, I had a whole line of products. I expanded my distribution to other islands, all over the Caribbean. And that's when I ran into trouble. Some of those islands have different laws, you see, that might not seem so fair to men like you and me. They slapped me with a ton of paper, talking about things like standards of quality and consumer protection and environmental impact. They didn't understand that I wasn't really selling porthole wipers. I was selling happiness. And my customers were happy. They were perfectly happy right up until some clown with a briefcase came along and told them they weren't. It's a crock, son. And that's why it won't stand up in court. I'll be out before you know it.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. See you later.
Yep.
It don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Technically?
Eek! A spider! Ugh, it's that same spider. Ah, it's that spider again. Ew, I simply don't like looking at that spider. Ah, every time I look at it, it's somehow worse. Gigs! Why do I keep looking at it? Gigs! Why do I keep looking at it? Gigs! Why do I keep looking at it?
Watch your boots.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hiya. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
You just gotta keep looking at the gosh darn
I see a
spider.
peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna assume this one is true, but... I could try and Google my way to it, but... I'm trying to remember if it was the first Scum Engine game, because that would tack on a lot of time. My gut says 16 months. I don't know. We're gonna try 16 months. Oh no! Gone forever?
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
These are nice.
Thanks.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Yeah. That is the MM, is the Maniac Mansion.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
What's this key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out.
What's this key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're trapped.
What's this key?
That opens a long straight wardrobe for keeping long straight dresses.
What's that key?
That activates a mechanical kettle.
What's that key?
That unlocks your house.
What's this key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're trapped.
What's this key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that lock?
That's for hats. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
Oh. Gotta find a book with answers later on. I see.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary, just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
That seems enormously useful.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You've come far since I got you your first cushy government job.
I hope you're not about to try to take credit for me being governor, because that would be both absurd and obnoxious, and I might have to skewer you for it.
No, furthest thing from my mind.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
I don't disagree with any of these, but I'm gonna broach the topic of Captain Madison.
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Barbie the Flay.
It's thicker than I would have imagined.
Maybe I'll wander around the house.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal.
I have no idea. I'm gonna not work on that one at the moment.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Good visit, good visit.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Forest, LeChuck ship, the docks.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Ha! It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes!
Now get lost.
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up.
that only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Don't know. Don't know that one.
Expedition to Fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas.
The ship.
Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Absolutely. I'd love to be a swabby. Swabbing is one of my favorite things in the whole world. The restful, mindless repetition, the delicate scent of old soapy water, the proud satisfaction of a sparkling plank.
Okay. Save the strokes for the decks. The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Andrew LeChuck. No relation.
What a coincidence. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry. Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Join the crew. Seize the ship at the earliest opportunity. That's gonna be a while. So I need a disguise and a mop.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness. Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
Nah, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? It's a dried up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Stan used this to clean his ships. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships.
I can't get in to the shop to get the toothbrush. I don't know how to do it yet.
The pen is mightier than the sword. I've got a few coins for incidentals. It's soft and extra fuzzy. It's good for relieving stress.
Look through the window, I can read the note again, I can read the sign again.
I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. This used to be such a bright, cheery place.
I
remember when this place used to be wall to wall with sword training gyms. Now there's nothing but trees. Progress. Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks?
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Authenticity is our watchword and our pledge. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly,
John
it had
Laney.
voodoo powers that would
Not
disguise
Lon
him.
Chaney.
I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. There's some very tiny writing on it. What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
You remembered 2 words. You remembered plunder and bunny.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs, and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
I stream on Thursday
It's
nights.
Like this whole wall is stuff
that's
from my
not going to
personal
work.
adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
I know what I can do with that.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I don't suppose you have a mop from a famous pirate swabby on display?
I've been trying to get the cook down at the scum bar to donate his, but he
Oh.
won't part with it.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of
And
the
I
collection.
need it.
Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here on Melee.
I'm definitely going to make...
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Oh no! I thought for sure I was going to make it.
Meat Hook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
It's true. Gonna ignore y'all.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote limes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly
I
where
bet
it
it's
is,
in the
because
forest.
this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Of course I do.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop. Active little guys, aren't they? It's like a miniature dance party. At least they look healthy. Active little guys, aren't they? Active little guys, aren't they? Looks like a mugshot.
Stay away from my mop.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop. Stay away from my mop.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Parrots next to the Scurvy Dog Shack. It was just the one, right? That was earlier on. Yeah!
Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. I think someone tried to secure a boat with this. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. It's hopeless.
Some tangled up string.
It's those three clowns at the back table.
Oh, hold on. I thought I saw a card.
Hey, Wally.
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island?
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Bye. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says Maps and More on the edge.
Thanks. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. It's maps wrapped in maps. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
All the latest continents.
What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable.
Wait, hold on.
I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Murray?
Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid! How's your day?
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi. I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do.
What do I do with
I've got enough to last me. This is the number for the jail cell lock. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's what they mean when they say help
Guy
yourself.
Rush. Hey, kid.
Just take all of them.
You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I already copied the serial number. I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
No thanks. I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
Did that do me any good? I'm not sure. Did the eye patch have a lock on it? Yes, it did. That's where I'm headed next.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. It makes things look bigger. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
I need to make the numbers even bigger than they are.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
So that'll distract the parrot once I have what I need to see the thing. Thinking it over.
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week.
Getting bad vibes.
I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Here you go. They don't call it hard mode for nothing. That is true. Here, have some string? Yarr. That's my theory.
It's good for relieving stress.
I need a little scrape of mop wood. Can I scrape off a piece? No. Okay. Can I have your knife?
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Really?
Well, it's been a while, but I could probably still do 10 minutes on a good day.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
That's not great.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh. Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Where else could I get a scrap of mopwood?
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp
There
indeed.
we go.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Easy.
I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical
I'm glad
disguises.
Guybrush is licensed
But
to Mumbly
alas,
Peg.
they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure
Who would
the
have
magic
guessed?
has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. but it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
Now we know.
It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here.
No. Now that's a knife.
Stay away from my mom.
I need a distraction for the cook.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it.
That should
I
be
don't
enough.
have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, look behind you! A 3-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks. Stay away from that picture.
Ooh.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
What was the book? I need to return the book. I don't know.
I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. Warning, do not try these tricks at home.
I'm just
I
gonna
borrow a
try the third option because why not?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
How appropriate.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Oop. Keep clicking off the edge of the screen.
Warning, the dark forest. Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel, or alliums, or clematis. A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. Ugh. Ew. Ah. Ugh. Ah. Ugh. Ah. Ooh, purple flowers. A classic specimen of I'm hopelessly lost without a map. Warning, the dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
All right. Do you have a book in the storeroom? No. I think I cleared out the storeroom. That's the options. That's the leave. Okay.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Book. To return to Carla.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
So that I can get the recipe that I can give to the cook. So I can get a piece of the mop handle, so I can get a map to get the wood for a mop.
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
If one monocle is good, two is better.
Let's see if this works. Could I do anything in the alley?
It seems to be stuck closed. It seems to be stuck closed. I skipped school the day they taught lockpicking. It seems to be stuck closed.
At least it's not a sliding block puzzle.
I don't see anything useful here.
That's absolutely true, Aubrey.
I don't need to update this by hand. The game takes care of it for me.
Well, that's convenient. Did I see a thing? No, I was open the door. Okay. had an idea. Oh, I was gonna go check out the thing now. Now that I've got 2 monocles.
This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them to... Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Oh. That was High Street? Oh, we do have to hydrate now that we're on High Street.
Hi there.
Hi there. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This'll be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps. Ooh, they smell nice and toasty. But I've already got plenty of crackers. Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Oh, wait.
Welcome back.
Hi there. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
It already looks well fed. This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
I mean, that's a fine book. Bye.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
But it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
It's a lot of work being governor. It's a lot of work being governor.
The only book I found, I think, is at the locksmith.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi there. Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Classic and subtle. Like me. But I don't need to be wearing this right now.
But I do need it restored, so I can go and do that. Even if it doesn't make a lot of sense, sometimes you just gotta do the next thing you can.
How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said, it has...
This key doesn't fit. This key doesn't fit. What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, Give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even
Maybe that's what I need instead of book.
transgressions.
Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If you bring me one more thing. A particular charm of great power.
You couldn't have told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles. Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Bite of 1,000 needles. Naturally, you need the forgiveness frog. Ooh. Is the bite of 1,000 needles a toothbrush?
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
That last one might have been wrong.
You scare the heck out of me. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness.
I'm gonna stick with this one and change
really
the last
people
one.
Say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
One thing.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. I reject your fraud.
Okay. Gonna try the last thing on the list, and if it's not that.
Dear Carla, sorry for... I appreciate it. And I know you're... Please accept... Even though...
I don't think it's that, but...
This is for you.
Dear Carl, not really your
Yeah,
fault?
no.
This isn't enough. I reject.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness.
I don't always tell people, well...
And everybody says how nice you are.
Let's try
Please
that.
accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. I
thing.
reject your frog.
See, I'm pretty sure it's the keen on bluntness because that was on her campaign poster.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Those first two, I'm 100% sure.
I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness.
Let's
and
try
I always
this.
tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment. One thing. I reject your frog.
Do better. Let's try changing this third one.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing
Yeah.
I reject.
Okay. Maybe I need to find something I'm missing.
Edgy. Edgy. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness.
See, the fact that this is only 3 makes me think maybe there's something else.
And everybody says how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
Pretty sure this is a waste of time, but
This is for you.
we'll do this and then go wander around.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment. One thing.
One thing.
You can do better. I reject your frog.
Oh. Is she saying that I need to do more than that? I think that's what it is. She doesn't want that. She was the one who gave it to me. Boop. Ba-doop. What can I give to a governor other than a forgiveness frog? You know?
Hey, kid.
Yeah, I can't get to your toothbrush.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep. They say
I already copied the serial number. Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
no thanks. I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone. You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it. A lock is a beautiful thing. A key, even more so.
It seems to be stuck closed. That never ends well for the knife. I don't see anything useful here. It's hopeless.
What can I do with tangled string?
What's new, guys?
Not much, but be sure to come see us at the shop.
Hey, Wally. Bye.
Good talk.
I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. The problem with this statue is it's not. Fancy. 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 Nice and hot. Wonder how's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered rowboats.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. It's like a miniature dance party. It's soft and extra fuzzy.
What can I do with something soft and extra fuzzy? What would I need? Oh, it's probably the end of the mop. Bite of 1,000 needles. Many puzzle.
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to. Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness. Hi again. See anything interesting out there?
Change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
Huh.
Good to have a hobby, I guess?
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife.
It'll be fine.
Well, apparently a forgiveness frog doesn't work if the apology you write on it isn't good enough. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
Oh, hi. I've got some bad news. Someone stole John Laney's eye patch.
No.
What?
Some people have no respect for private property.
It must have happened right after you left. Did you see anyone on your way out?
Not a soul. Crossword?
No, as a matter of fact. I'm working on acquisition leads. The museum hasn't got a centerpiece now because someone walked away with my eye patch. I'm not sure how they got past the guard parrot. But rest assured, I'll be beefing up security immediately.
Good idea. Tell me again about the hook.
That once belonged to the Dread Pirate Meat Hook.
You look busy.
I am.
There's nothing in there to steal.
Just a normal thing to say.
I'm hopelessly lost.
I'm gonna need a map there. Governor's Mansion is not gonna do it.
Welcome back.
Hiya. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Okay, but what if I did?
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale.
Hello again. I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Let's see.
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at
You just
any
said.
price. As I said,
I'm not gonna touch it. Not for me. Looks like it's been there forever. Not very practical. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
they're not. But the tourists like them.
Keep up the good work, buddy. It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers. Too bad it's empty. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy.
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy. Can you tell me where to find the Bite of 1,000 Needles?
I wish I could.
Me too. Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals. The power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Never would have guessed.
The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map.
That does make sense.
It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Who has unrecognized genius? Nope. Yeah.
They're having a half off sale.
I'm getting a little bit desperate. I might be about to go for the hint.
Hey, kid! Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi there. Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Come on. Can I please try your key grinder?
Seriously, I don't much care if you grind off a finger. But I don't want to have to clean up afterwards.
All right, we're doing it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I need a hint. So, I know how to get a map generally. I know a lot of these things generally. I just need... I know that. Look around for information about Carla. Low Street.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Portobello.
Forgot to look at the plaque. I forgot to look at the plaque, y'all.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. As shown by your actions at Portobello, please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me. This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Phew.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one. But
I
you
am
seemed
frog-given,
genuinely
that's
sorry,
true.
So I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Guybrush. Don't make promises you don't know you can keep, bud. I fully intend to, but might lose the book.
I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush. This will be excellent. He'll never complain again.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredient. Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it. Ingredients, indeed. Brilliant innovation.
I'm just
Are
gonna
you done
take.
with the cookbook?
I'm just gonna
I'd like
take
it
it. I'm
I'm
just
still
gonna.
using it.
No, no. Yeah.
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
Sure.
10
here it
minutes
is.
later.
Thanks, Wally.
Now we're rolling. Now we're cooking with gasoline. Past the carnivorous plant. Past the purple carnivorous. That was a creature. Purple carnivorous. Purple mushroom carnivorous. Purple mushroom carnivorous. Hydrate and posture check. Hold on, I'll do that and then I'll double check the map. No? Purple mushroom carnivorous. mushroom, purple, mushroom, mushroom. Purple. Mushroom. Mushroom.
Mind your mama, little prickly kids. Hey, little fella. It's like there's a welcoming committee. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Melee Island mop handle tree. The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Melee Island mop handle tree.
Guybrush, what have you done? Guybrush! Guybrush, why?
Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. Hey, little dear.
Guybrush, how could you?
It's probably time for them to fly south. I'll take a shortcut back. I made him up. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep in.
Now are you willing to do it?
I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife.
You just spent several hours using it, bud.
It's sad to see the shipyard like this.
Okay. Mouth of 1,000 needles? Bite of 1,000 needles. What's the bite of 1,000 needles?
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
Oh, no.
Look at my new mop. I made it myself.
That's a fantastic mop. Absorbent, expertly carved handle. It should last you a lifetime of fine mopping. Seems like
It's like a miniature dance party.
Okay.
Alright, that didn't help my situation, so I'm gonna dive in. Ah,
coming along
carnivorous
nicely.
plant. The other way might be slightly faster, but
a classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its taste. Gotcha, you pointy little tracheophyte. There you go. Bite of 1,000 needles.
Tell me, is this an ancient, powerful charm, or simply a plant you found in the forest?
as if
You were
I would
pretty
do that.
opaque about what you wanted, even for you. I took my best shot.
Very well. You've always been the close enough sort.
Thanks.
Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation, and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Ah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
One does the best one can with the materials provided.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
I think I'm ready to set sail.
What could looking like a zombie do? How could that be useful? How could I possibly? All right. I want the book back. I don't wanna betray Car.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
I'm gonna tell Carla that's where it is. Cause obviously the point of this game is to be a good friend to Carla.
I don't really have anything to say. We just like doing this.
Guybrush.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Ah, beans. Ah, beans. That's the beans.
I should move farther away from the quartermaster so she doesn't see me. Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime. How's this for a mop?
Let's see. Stick. Shoddy stuffed animal. Good enough. You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew?
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Threepwood's on the Chuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.
Hi, LeChuck. A dangerous Forney.
So once you were on LeChuck's ship, you turned the tables on them. You whipped out your sword and said, "I'm your captain now. Take me to Monkey Island, or you'll all walk the plank."
More or less.
The name's Gullen, but you're not to call me that. To you, I'm the first swab, and I want to hear the capital letters when you say it.
Capital 1. Got it.
And this is the old. You'll be spending a lot of time down here.
I thought we'd have a union or something. How much time is a lot of time?
All of it. You work here. You sleep here. You take your meals here. Forget the world you knew before. This hold is your world. The hull is your ground. The deck is your sky. And I am your deity of choice. A cruel and vengeful deity. I only have one simple rule. You are not to leave this hold under any circumstances. Any questions?
Can I leave the hold?
But no!
What happens if I leave?
I said you're not to leave under any circumstances.
Well, I know, just hypothetically. What if I did?
The worst punishment you can imagine.
Which is...
I throw you back down here. Nothing's worse than this.
Where's my bunk?
You might be all right inside one of the crates. Otherwise, be sure to cover your eyes. The chickens like to peck. But it's probably safest if you don't sleep at all. The chickens have their ways.
The chickens have their ways is quite a phrase.
What's for dinner?
Oh, we'd like a bit of dinner, would we? Well, perhaps we can arrange a bit of roast duck under glass for your majesty.
Okay.
But seriously, learn to catch rats. You can drown them in your mop bucket. They make their own sauce.
What if I need to, you know...
Use the portal. Don't get anything on the ledge outside, though. I hate an unsightly ledge.
What am I supposed to be doing exactly?
New recruits. You're all thicker than the chickens.
Is that the whole answer?
You're supposed to be swabbing. I want this hold sparkling, as if it was clean. Now, get to work.
Yo-ho, pirate's life for me.
Boop. All right, y'all. We made it through part 1. And I'm going to enjoy a leisurely dinner. But we'll be back in 2.25 hours. And we're going to do more of this as we get excited for another pirate adventure called The Heartvein Chronicles Book 1, The Outcast and the Chosen One. Available for pre-order right now at, as I type in the URL, joshcloss.com/transmermaidpirate. $6, you get an entire novel, an entire one, on your computer or whatever device you use to read an ebook in EPUB, PDF, or Word document form. I don't know how many people are going to go for the Word document, but it's available if that's your bag. If that's your thing. Also available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble, but again, if that's your thing. Not as good. Not as good as my opinion, as itch.io. But if you follow that link, you'll find out all about it. Do I have other things to say? I'm enjoying this game very much. It is quite a delight. But I do need to eat food, and if I don't go now, everyone else is going to get all the good rats, so I am going to go ahead and quit. And actually quit. There we go. Thanks everyone for watching, and 2.25 hours, we'll be back. We'll be back for more. I hope you're here. If not, I hope you have a great rest of your Friday/weekend. Yeah, the Monkey Islands, they're very good. So I hope that you embark on your own pirate adventure, Justy. And have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Goodbye.